Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Wait, are these two... Oh, hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries, we're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since it's you...
There's that name again. Albedo. You and Timaeus...
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo...
But Paimon's only ever seen...
Yes. He's dedicated himself to... We often get alchemists coming to Moндштадт from miles around.
Wow! Paimon didn't...
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your... Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But...
Albedo and Timaeus will be... I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance. Sorry, that's the best...
Hey, stop worrying. Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing.
But this event has commemorative significance.
Hopes? That's odd, 'cause I don't recall a fulfill the hope...
I mean...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you...
What do you...
This far out from Moндштадт at this hour? Even if you set out right now... Who knows?
Huh? Well, that can't be...
Evidence decides what people are like. Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back and... But if you dally any longer, you
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Seems like that sister...
I thought I heard something. Who are...
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous...
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing
Wait, she heard that? Paimon...
And as for this outlander you seem to be following, the honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mon...
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we?
That doesn't sound...
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting him. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
So, are you...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
You know, little pixie, Your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Almost. Finally, some quiet.
Wow.
I slipped up. This isn't good.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Ooh, it's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Is that Albedo? What?
The word on the street is he loves painting. The views and scenery here.
But can't. Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Who are you? Why did you... Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular...
What's up with painting Hillich?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow.
You can find these holy churls anywhere, but take a look at this specimen. The build, in the cyclical lives of such primitive...
Hold your horses. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any... what a...
So Sister Rosaria but back to the point.
Mm-hmm. We met a girl in my...
I see. So Then, if I'm not... I've heard a bit of everything. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance... forgive me.
Whoa, whoa. You...
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, it's like you.
Well, if you're struggling...
I beg to differ, but you're not from the known world. But...
shall we just get out of here? This sounds a...
Mora, now time for a change of surround...
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder... Does this constitute a risk?
Paimon has a question. After the...
I don't know. But I've using alchemy to awake after awakening.
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's...
Well, if it...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say the subject of my... How you're able to... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? Fascinating.
What a stupid question! And another thing!
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external org... Oh. But that would mean that Paimon...
Hey! How would you...
In that case, given that there's clearly... Firstly, let me lure a few slimes to...
Huh? Doesn't...
Direct and clear observation. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Well, prepare...
Faster. Okay, fast. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Play. Begone. Yeah. Heaven's will made mine. Play. Rise. Play. Such defiance. Wheel of life. Orders given. Orders received. Faster. Okay,
Mine to wield.
Great work. Did you feel like if you're injured? I have a few emergency potions. Excellent. Now that we know that the external...
Internal flow?
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body...
Sounds...
Don't worry.
And...
If anything unexpected occurs, well, it's not that they're... Just a warning. If an Yes, that's an... It's a type of ore. I'll take you to my campsite. All going to plan.
Paimon's... Let's keep our eyes...
Faster. Okay, faster. Go. Fast. Our little secret. Faster. Play.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Faster. Okay. Faster.
This is my campsite. I've added... While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment.
Whoa.
I think the most rational direction would be to expound... following this line...
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life form. A cryoreg is fine, in that sense.
Yes, sir.
After all, we've got our primary data already. If it turned out that he did have...
Ah, it would. Speaking of data...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little... In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready?
Oh, this was the result I was This potion channels elemental power into the body. But if the internal elemental flow is...
So you knew you'd be sick?
It was my own concoction, of course. Perhaps it's just scald. In conclusion,
Aw, Paimon wanted...
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar. The good thing about ordinary people are the same when you're sick. But a peculiar person, for example, a human can't understand the... To sum up, Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to... having you down as an animal...
Not bad. I think it's an...
You can count on me.
Is he trying to join the night? What?
Before we can proceed, if you're interested, why not have a look around? I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. Well, on with it. There may be significant... Take to that, but worlds may well... So, I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last... No. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think how to do that.
That was your best effort? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. Anyway,
Cooking?
not only is this recipe...
Paimon bets that does sound yummy, though. Okay.
I'll leave you to it then, if there's anything left.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
They say that at absolute zero, everything falls completely still. Compared to that, this is nothing. They say that at absolute zero, everything falls completely still. Compared to that, this is nothing.
That was an average outcome as far as the proliferation hypothesis is, unless...
We just didn't know how to...
Not to worry. And here's your portion. Enjoy.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friend. Not that Paimon...
Hey! You were being... But you do have to... And you're right, we are...
Yes, I'm for... There are all manner of I managed to retrieve the
Paimon's barely finished...
Don't worry if you can't locate... If you had, say, I must have...
So... Guess we'd better take a look. Oh, yeah! This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right?
Goodness. You managed to find... I'm wondering.
Yep.
Unfortunately, only a never before...
You mean we've...
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend your... Right then. Up until now, our research has, in essence, looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what's And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there. So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here? I know of a location.
Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method that... Whichever method you... I will factor the time...
The opposite side of...
Without limitations. Some of us would be... No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. Then if you would, please...
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing... emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen a... Your reputation precedes you, traveler.
But you followed us the whole...
Me? If it turns out that... If the natural laws of the innumerable...
But how does this help your...
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding... I may be about to... Gold... The essence of the investigative process is... I'm willing to pour all these things...
Oh, so that's why you want...
Precisely.
So after all these
Of course not. Now, follow me. I imagine you must have encountered more. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical. I'd like you to explore. There are 2 puzzles located at the far end. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. I tried and tested it. So, let's see you in action. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
I didn't feel that.
I think not.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Steady as stone.
Faster? Okay, faster. Faster? Okay, faster. Life goes on.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking... Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a... There's still a lot to learn about them. Let me make a copy first. I'll make...
Another thing! Seems like if you want the...
I've truly gained a lot from all... Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to unless you can think of anything...
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing
You!
I most certainly did not. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you... I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his
No way! Paimon would have said...
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let up...
So... what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your... I've investigated everything else.
But we don't even know what...
That much is true. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things which is what I was hoping. I would...
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! Moндштадт doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I would... Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, but the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you...
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts...
Please, I understand that this may have seemed... Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without the only other life form that, like you, but after I have imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from is not nurturing otherworld...
Paimon thought, with all our effort...
Life is a manifold tapestry. A short life can be well... So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably be...
Don't be... Albedo, Paimon really...
Thank you both. Even your help inspired me to discover the means to make I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the future. If the need arises, well... I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary. But what was that sediment I saw forming? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections. But those born of chalk are free of. If, one day, I lose control, can I rely on you to stop me?